Well, I gave up really fast. Hey, well, I guess I'm sort of back, still limiting how much I use YouTube, but trying to leave entirely makes you realize how dependent people are on the platform. This video is kind of a commentary, kind of a ramble, kind of a channel update, all at once. Point is, I feel like I do need to talk a bit about the state of people right now. First, quick channel update. If it's not really interesting to you, skip to this timestamp. I'm going to be still laying low. I won't be posting that much because life is going to be really busy offline for me. I've started my final year of high school and I'll be moving. I'll likely only be posting animations once or twice a month from now on, like actually officially. I'll keep the Clippy PFP until at least the end of the year, probably. You can still see the other stuff I do on my other socials, links in the description, and I'll be posting on Odyssey for people who want to avoid YouTube entirely. So, back onto why I came so quickly, boycotting just feels kind of pointless, even though it kind of isn't. Many people have the Clippy profile picture, but many of them are still active on YouTube, me included, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of boycotting in the first place. It also feels like not enough people are participating for it to be worthwhile, especially larger creators. If you feel like you're still able to boycott, by all means go ahead. It's best to do so than to not, though I understand all the people who don't. Most of the time, the site where you start making content is where your core audience is located, and when that's on YouTube, it's difficult to just leave them behind. So, my small ramble on the state of the world. First off, it sucks, to the surprise of absolutely no one. AI is being used in any way except for guiding humanity to prosperity. Climate change is always getting worse, and division and wars are more front and center than ever. It's tiring to keep up with everything going wrong in the world while seeing nothing go right, even when sometimes it has. Although it's still important to keep updated. I can't blame anyone with no hope for humanity at this point, and it really seems like there's nothing we can do. Or can we? I mean, talking about problems is no good if you don't at least suggest a possible solution or a few things that you can do. I'm gonna be going over stuff that I personally want to try and do. Starting off, trying to be less offline. I know this sounds like cliche boomer speech, but if users drop activity everywhere, that means that companies behind these socials still lose money, which is what some people want. And I don't mean be offline immediately. Sudden change is often really difficult to achieve, but gradually step away and be more grounded in reality offline. And as I mentioned previously, I understand why this isn't exactly an option for some people, whether it's because they rely on YouTube for money, or because it's simply safer for them to be online than to not. Another thing is to stay informed, not just by knowing the current events, but knowing what's behind them and why they're happening. Read a little bit on current events, don't just scroll mindlessly, and come up with your own opinion on what's happening, and be open to discussion on said opinions. Your opinions aren't precious treasure. Someone disagreeing with your opinion doesn't mean they're actively disrespecting you as a person. But of course, make the distinction between opinion and fact. And lastly, be kind. You don't know what someone is going through. If someone is doing something completely harmless and it's not your cup of tea, don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. Now, there is a difference between simply ignoring content that doesn't align with your tastes, your opinions, and holding someone accountable for something that they did wrong. This point is mainly that I see people be mean or nasty for no reason aside from, I don't like this thing and no one should either. And that's just silly. Anyway, this is probably poorly scripted. Like I said, I just kind of wanted to ramble for a bit. Let me know your thoughts on stuff happening or ask any questions down below if you want. Any necessary corrections will be in a pinned comment, look down below in my socials, and hopefully this is the first and last commentary I have to make. Alright, see you guys next time.